Yeah, my name is Michael Ross Albert, and I graduated from the drama department in 2008.
Wonderful. Okay, next question is, what is your current position and company?
I currently work as a playwright. I have taught new play development at the University of Waterloo, and I'm currently leading a workshop at Toronto's Assembly Theatre on new play development. And I have worked pretty extensively in marketing, mostly as a copywriter.
Just so you know, if there's ever a pause, I'm writing what you're saying.
Okay.
So don't think my internet's cut out or something. And what would you say are some of the main responsibilities of your job?
I write plays and have produced plays independently, both in Toronto, in New York City, and in the United Kingdom. So my work has mostly been on the creative side of things, and yeah, that didn't sound very good at all, did it?
No, I like the cities. The cities is really nice. Bringing that in.
Great.
Yeah, I think that was good. Would you like to answer that again, or?
Let's power through.
Okay. Okay, next question. How has your drama degree influenced your career trajectory?
Well, because I work primarily in theater, the drama degree was pretty essential. I was given a really wonderful foundation through the Department of Drama and Speech Communication, as it was called at the time, to continue on with my studies. When I graduated from UW, I went to a Master's of Fine Arts program at the Actors Studio Drama School, and the foundation that I had developed in UW set me up for a great deal of success in that program and following in the professional world of creating plays, and I'm working in theater.
Wonderful. Okay, next question. What are your most significant career accomplishments?
Well, I wrote a play that was nominated for 6 Dora Awards. I was nominated for Best or Outstanding New Work, as well as Outstanding Production. I've been welcomed back to UW to teach a course in new play development. And I'm sure I have more. I guess being able to sustain a career in the theater has been a significant accomplishment, or one that I think is an accomplishment at least. I've received a commission from the Stratford Festival to adapt a novel by Mordecai Richler. And I've recently received a commission from Peggy Baker Dance Company. I am creating a new text-based play with dance that will serve as the company's final production when theaters are able to reopen in 2022. So off the top of my head, those are the significant career accomplishments that come to mind.
That's amazing. That's really amazing. That's really cool that you've done so much work with playwriting.
Thank you.
Why did you choose? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
The Stratford Festival will probably never produce the play that they commissioned from me, but I did get paid by them to write something.
That's all that matters. Okay. Why did you choose a drama degree at the University of Waterloo when you were picking your undergraduate?
Well, I went to an arts high school, so I was already very interested in pursuing a degree in theater, and I wasn't sure of where I wanted to go or what type of program I thought would best suit me. And Waterloo was not on my radar originally, but I went to visit the campus with a friend of mine who was studying math or something like that. And I, I left the tour that we were on and found the theater and the modern arts theater space. Um, and at the time, they were in the process of building the set for the current production. Um, and I sort of found myself in this extraordinary piece of theater architecture that I never would have imagined existed on the university campus. Um, it's one of the best kept secrets in in the province, and as a in my youth and as a teenager, I had gone to the Stratford Festival a lot, and when I saw this stage that was modeled on the festival theater at Stratford, I couldn't think of anywhere else I wanted to be. I wanted to work on that stage, and the head of the department at the time was working on the set build, and he kind of showed me around and took me backstage, and I got to meet some of the students that were working on this production, and it really felt like a community, like a really tightly knit group of cool people working on stuff basically in secret. And I thought there would be I really wanted to take advantage of the facilities and that community. And so that's why I decided to come to Waterloo.
That's so cool that you stumbled in on a set during a campus tour.
Yeah, they were building the set for The Tempest.
Oh, I've seen photos of that.
Yeah, and the guy who played Prospero became one of my best friends.
That's
We
amazing.
so it felt like a really fortuitous weekend trip. Friend that I went to the campus with, I like haven't heard from him since that day. So I feel very lucky that I tagged along with him for that road trip.
Absolutely. Okay. Could you tell me about a memorable or meaningful learning experience from your time in the drama program?
In one of my first classes in drama 101, my professor at the time, Gerd Hauk, asked the room if we thought that theater could change the world. And we began engaging in a robust debate about the potential for large societal change through the arts. And that has stayed with me all these years, that even if theater doesn't necessarily have the power to provoke a massive global shift, that it is in fact working slowly and smallly and carefully inside the people that engage with it, that by experiencing the arts and by engaging with liveness, that we are deepening our capacities for empathy and learning about different perspectives and seeing what happens when people just like us are put in dramatic circumstances and high stakes situations, seeing how they react and reflecting on what we perhaps would do in their shoes, that we take these emotional lessons from these dark rooms into the real world with us, and that can influence the people that we want to be and the world that we want to live in. And so in this very deeply affecting psychological and emotional way, theater can change the world. And that was on my first day. So it was inspiring, to say the least, and has stayed with me all this time.
That was a great answer. That was really, really lovely and poetic. Thank you for sharing that.
Oh, thanks for having me.
I think
Are we? There's more.
there's 2 more questions, so we're almost there. Yes, you're doing great so far.
Thank you.
Okay, next is a penultimate question. What is the key piece of advice that you would like to share with current theater and performance students, whether that's about navigating their studies or working towards their future goals?
I think ultimately, it's important for students who are exploring drama and let me start again, sorry. The advice that I would give to students that are currently studying drama is to remain open-minded, to not simply say, I don't like this, my tastes are defined by this, but be open to being surprised by the work of other people and by the work that you may find yourself becoming interested in. And to also remember that theater, at the end of the day, is a collaborative process. And that even if you're performing a solo piece where you have built the set and directed it yourself and sewn your own costume, that in order for the magic to really happen, you need a collaboration or a connection with an audience. That this is something that you make with other people, for other people. And it's very easy to think very highly of your singular skills and unique talents, but the really talented people that I've come across, the really magical artists, are the ones that can elicit something beautiful in either their scene partner or their artistic collaborator or the audience that's watching them work.
Thank you very much. That's advice. I feel like I'm getting like an inside look because I get to interview all the alumni, so I get like firsthand advice from you all. That's really great advice. Thank you.
I hope it's beneficial.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's very easy, especially now, right? Like it's so easy to get lost in our own lives and forget that there's a world outside the screen. And yeah, theater, at least for me in this time, has been one of the things that really grounds me and brings me back to other people, which I'm really grateful for.
That's great. It's really, it's an easy world to escape into.
Right.
And that's an essential component of the work, is kind of escaping into this suspension of disbelief. But when you can do that and stay grounded about why it is you're doing what you're doing, and who it's for, that can really create a deeper layer to the work.
Absolutely. Okay, last question is a fun one, hopefully. What do you enjoy doing in your spare time?
Well, these days I feel like I have nothing but spare time, um, and there's nothing to do. But I've been really during COVID, during the pandemic, I have been really reconnecting with like nature, something I did not appreciate nearly as much before the world came to an end. So I really enjoy going for long walks, listening to podcasts, listening to audio dramas lately has been a great thing to a great way to stay connected to artistic work. Um, I in normal times I love uh, really going to theater or going to movies with people and then having great debates and spirited conversations about what we liked and what we didn't like, um, and and those are the things that I truly miss and cannot wait for them to happen again once we're all fully vaccinated and the world is able to start spinning forward again.
I really resonate with that. Yeah, I love going to the movies as well. There's something, same with theater, right? Like you start your day and you go in and it's just you go into this dark room and you have this almost transformative experience and you come out and it's like you have to reorient yourself for a second. And I don't know, I haven't been able to find anything that does that, at least for me, quite the same way that theater and
Yeah, there isn't
cinema
much.
does. Yeah.
And when I think about the transformative experiences that I've had, uh, really they're kind of indescribable, um, and they're so personal and so ephemeral. And the piece of art that touches you or that you connect with may be completely different for another audience member. They may have a totally different experience of it. It's so subjective in that way, and personal and unique. And there's nothing like that. So um, I love doing all of that stuff.
Yeah, no, me too, absolutely. I will say, have you been listening? Do you know about Play Me?
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. I was gonna say for audio dramas, I've been listening to some of those as well.
they're doing great. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're doing really wonderful work. Um, yeah. Do you the Tarragon Theater as well
Aragon. Yes.
and Soul Pepper? They've been doing some really great audio dramas. Those you
Yeah.
have to pay for though. So
Yes. So I haven't heard as many of those, but I was again fortunate enough through co-op last term. Janelle was able to get me access to some of them for research purposes for our own play.
that's great.
That is
Uh,
the end of the questions. Do you have anything else that you would like to add? Anything that jumped into your mind as we were speaking?
nah. I think
Okay.
we
Okay.
covered quite a bit.
We did. We did. Okay. I will pause the recording.